Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sun IE. I'm your host, XO. If this is your first time listening, I appreciate you tuning in, listening. For my loyal ones, my loyal fans, the loyal subscribers, I appreciate y'all. I couldn't do this without y'all, man. As some of y'all know, I'm in Barcelona right now. It's been lovely, man. Just enjoying the scenery, the people. I met a lot of extraordinary people, ate mouth-watering, authentic Spanish food, saw breathtaking art and architecture. Man, y'all got to get out here, real talk. I love traveling, and Barcelona's always been on my list, as you know from the last show. I've really just been exploring, taking in the sights. Have a lot of videos that I posted up on my Instagram, my personal Instagram, which is Brother X, if you want to go see what I've been doing and what I did. I just did a lot of shopping. When I first came out here on Saturday, I was just shopping. Sunday, I think I'm going to do more of exploring, see the city, eat some more food, and just really get to know the people, the culture, the fashion sense, the fashion scene, and just be like a mini tour guide for y'all, if that makes sense. But I appreciate y'all once again tuning in, liking, subscribing, sharing with a friend, and just everything, man. I hope y'all had a great weekend. I know it's Monday, Money Making Monday. Y'all waking up like, man, do I got to do this all over again? Yeah, it's a part of the grind, man. Stick with the grind. Never give up on what you're trying to do or what you're trying to accomplish, because the grind is all worth it at the end of the day. Trust the process and enjoy the process of what you're doing and what you're going through. Even if you're going through the struggle right now or trials and tribulations, man, you're going to make it through. Just see the brighter day and manifest what you want and what you want to do. Like myself personally, I was just looking like this whole year I manifest I'm going to be traveling a lot, networking with a lot of people, making a lot of money, building my brand, building my streams of income, building my businesses, as well as spending time with family and really helping out my friends and family with their goals, because that's my biggest thing that I've been hindering me the past few years. Not helping the ones around me with their goals, just focusing on my goals. So this year I told myself I need to start helping my friends and family elevate themselves and elevate their goals, elevate their health, elevate their mental health. So that's what I've been doing. And lately I've been really just trying to get discipline on myself and reading more. Started off just reading 30 minutes a day because I felt way off a cliff. But I'm climbing back up that cliff. Started reading 30 minutes a day. Right now I'm reading Think Rich, Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I'm really just digesting that at my own pace. I'm not rushing through it. But I'm in the first chapter right now, and it's like so much knowledge, so much gems, so much notes. I think I'm going to share that on Friday's show about the book and what I learned and some of the notes, just so like we can all help each other out and grow. But let's get on today's show. Today's my last day in Barcelona. Honestly, don't want to leave. But the grind has been calling, and I need to get some projects done, and they need my input, especially for these next few months. But on today's show, I'll be talking about my trip, what I learned, my favorite dish, my favorite building, my favorite art piece, the quote of the day, a few Spanish phrases, and Friday's episode, which I discussed. I'll be discussing Think Rich, Grow Rich. But I'm going to give y'all a brief break, and then I'm going to hit y'all with the quote. Quote of the day. Matter of fact, I have two for y'all. The first one is, blessings happen more frequently when we take the time to notice them. Give that a second for y'all to digest that. And when I read that, I just realized how blessed I am personally, as well as noticing every little blessing that I have, especially having a roof over your head, electricity, access to food, access to water, access to transportation, access to money, ability to make money. All those are many blessings, and I slowly started appreciating them, grateful for them. Even like having a bed to sleep in, a blanket, a heater, AC, like I said, food to eat, be able to read, be able to have cell phones, be able to have knowledge, be able to be creative, be able to host this podcast. Everything is a blessing in my eyes, and I really appreciate that. The second quote is, when we focus on what we can do instead of what we can't, a world of possibility opens up into us. Meaning, I have to take a second to just get my quote, my answer in my head. But we always focus on what we can't do. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do that. He's doing that. She's doing that. I can't do it. I have too many obstacles, too many hurdles in my way. Nah. Once you focus on the can instead of the can't, can will turn your world, like I said, a world of possibilities. Have more faith in yourself, faith in the universe, faith in God, faith in who or what you believe in, and just stay consistent with what you're doing. Everybody goes through trials and tribulations. Everybody goes through hard times. A few years ago myself, it's like 2 to 3 years ago, lost my apartment, lost a job, lost my car. Didn't lose my car got stolen. And all that happened within a month's span of each other. So it's like, I didn't let that hold me back. I knew at the end of the day I was still blessed. And I focused on what I can do. How can I move on from this point instead of letting this dwell me down or hold me back or let me fall into an abyss or the sunken place. So that's why when we focus on what we can do instead of what we can't do, it opens a whole world of possibilities. So focus on the can instead of the can't. You can do anything you set your mind to, as long as you stay persistent and focused and don't let no negative energy, negative people, or negative vibes or negative thoughts into your head. Control your thoughts. Control your thoughts to think of possibilities instead of, I can't think of the opposite of possibilities, but y'all know what I mean. So that's the quotes of the day. If you have any insight that you want to share on each quote, hit us on social media at Sanai Podcast on any social media stream, or email us at sanaipodcast on gmail.com. I said on Gmail at gmail.com. And let me know what you think about the quotes of the day. And I also want to hear about any place that you travel to that you think I should travel to and do a podcast on next. But I'm going to give y'all that break, and then I'm going to discuss what I did in Barcelona, my favorite things about Barcelona, and a few Spanish phrases, as well as the quote of the day. We here. All right, we're going to start with the Spanish phrases. I'm trying to count how many I got. There's about 6 of them. So I hope you got your pen and pad out ready. The first one is aquí, which is here. El tren, which is the train. El dinero, you already know, the money. Boleto is ticket. El banco is the bank. Museo is museum. Cerrado is closed. Again, aquí is here. El tren, the train. El dinero, the bank, the money, my bad. Boleto, ticket. El banco, the bank. Museo, museum. Cerrado, which is closed. And now we're going to get on to the favorites. My favorite things about Barcelona, what I learned about Barcelona, and just the whole experience of it. Man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, subscribe, share with a friend, review with a friend. If they want to travel, or if you have anybody that you know that loves Barcelona and wants to take that journey, wants to take that trip, shout them out and put them on the podcast. Or if they've been here before, bring them on the podcast too. Love to talk about Barcelona, especially the fashion scene, how the fashion is and how everything around here is just like, it's amazing, no doubt. But we're going to get on to what I learned about Barcelona. Everyone here is laid back. They don't take US dollars, only credit or debit cards or euros. They're 9 hours ahead of California. So it's times in Cali, it's like 4:30 a.m. right now. And bombas or tomahawk, which I talked about in the last show. So bombas, is croquettes. Tomahawk is basically bread with olive oil and tomatoes, like tomato paste or tomatoes on it. Depends on which restaurant you go to and how they make it. And patas bravas are like basically Barcelona's main tapas. And, tapas is like appetizers or the starters. The tomahawk, I wasn't fucking with it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. But the bombas, croquettes are good. But the patas bravas was my thing. That's the one I went to, which is like potatoes with some spice hot sauce on them, and they're really fire. Those are like the favorite 3. But like I said, tomahawk was cool, but I think the bread needs to be warmed up. But different restaurants make theirs different ways. And the bombas, like I said, croquettes. I believe people have croquettes. Also, their seafood was really fresh. My favorite dish was from this restaurant called Basconia. I ordered a salmon. It came with potatoes and peppers. Man, ate the salmon. Bruh. The salmon was so mouth-watering and sensational. I couldn't even share with the people that I was with, my family, because I'm like, nah, this is too fire to share. But at the end, when I got full, I was like, oh yeah, y'all can have some now. But it was really good, and I'm like, man, I haven't had a salmon like that in forever. I might have to go get another one before I shake. You dig? But yeah, I didn't expect that. It blew my mind. I was like, whoa, this is good. I had to give my regards to the chef and everything. If you're ever out here, check out the restaurant, Basconia. It's a real nice restaurant. It's inside one of their malls, the Grand Via 2. So it's inside that mall. Like I said, Basconia is one of the great restaurants. They have cafes right there, different restaurant selections, but that's one of the best ones that I've been to so far. My favorite architecture, I couldn't say just basically state one, because the whole city, the whole design of the city is incredible. And I was just like fascinated by just like the design of the city, how the city is, how the city's ran, how the people are. And I was like, yeah, I got to get a house out here one day. Because like I said, Barcelona's always been the top destination on my list since I was 14. I'm here now. I fucking love it. I might not leave. Y'all might have to just catch me on FaceTime from now on. I'm just playing, but yeah. So I might have to definitely get back out here and just bring some friends out here and just experience this whole culture and whatnot. This first time I was just exploring, shopping, eating at different restaurants, just getting familiar with the city. I know next time I'm gonna come, I'm gonna do a little more partying and everything, visit the night scene, and whatnot. But another thing that I found fascinating was their cemetery. They honor their dead with statues. If you've been watching on my Instagram, I posted it on my IGTV once again at Brother X. Check it out, and showed the cemetery. It's like on a hillside, but it has like different statues of the people that passed away. So that's how they honor them. And I found that really fascinating, because I'm like, I know sometimes we do that in America. We have different statues, but every single one of their people that passed away, they had statues for them. And if you see on that hillside, you're like, wow, it's really incredible, and it's like really fascinating. I wanted to go up there, but didn't have no time to. But on that, man, Barcelona was like really lovely. I loved every experience of it. Right now, the weather has been it's been windy, cold, raining, but I still love it. That brings out the whole elegance of the city. The first day I came was sunny and everything, so I saw how it is when it's sunny, and I've seen how it is when it's cold and bad weather. So I'm still grateful for both experiences, and just being out here in general, really learning the culture and how people operate, and just learning more Spanish. Like I said, they're the top two languages, Spanish and Catalan. In the streets, they speak Spanish, but if you're like in the office, in the school, any business type aura, they always speak Catalan. But me slowly learning, I'm planning to be fluent in Spanish and a whole lot of languages this year, especially that I'm going to be traveling a lot. But Barcelona was one of the great experience. I had a great time out here. If you plan on coming out here, do it. It's always time to travel. I always adamant about people traveling, getting out their state, getting out the country, and just seeing the world. The world is a beautiful place. Everywhere you go, there's some beauty in it, and it's inspiring. Every time I go on a trip or somewhere, I'm always inspired to keep grinding to get back to this place, and that's what I'm doing. That's what this podcast is, grinding, doing. I love doing a podcast in every city, different cities, especially like if y'all haven't heard my Jamaica podcast, go check that out. That one was a good one, and I have videos on IGTV for that also. But I ain't gonna talk y'all ear off. I know y'all, it's Monday, man. Y'all trying to get this grind on, get ready for the whole week. I appreciate y'all tuning in, listening, and man, it's gonna be a great week. We all here. I'm here with you. If you need any help with anything, holla at me on social media at SonicIE Podcast, or even if you want to email me, email's more your thing at sonicIE@gmail.com, as well as I'm starting an email list. So send me your emails any way possible, and I'll just shoot you the links to each show that comes out if you're not subscribed or following on Spotify. But I'm streaming on every podcast platform. Share with your friend, like, subscribe, review, send me some comments if you think I should interview somebody, or you want to come on and talk about some topics, or there's something that interests you that you want to know. Let me know. Like I said, hit me up on social media, email me, and man, that's the show. I know you. We're gonna talk about Friday's show. Friday's episode, like I said, we're gonna talk about the Think Rich, Grow Rich, and I feel like that'll really elevate all of us as a tribe, as a community, and really just bring us a new senses of what we want to do. Still early in 2020, and I really want us all to be accomplished and successful and stress-free. No mental health issues or nothing of that nature or anything. So Friday's episode, we're going to discuss a whole lot. But like I said, Think Rich, Grow Rich is going to be the main topic of that show. And I appreciate y'all tuning in for this part 2 episode of Barcelona. And like I said, I discussed what I learned. I discussed the quotes of the day, which are, blessings happen more frequently when we take the time to notice them. The other quote was, when we focus on what we can do instead of what we can't do, a world of possibility opens up unto us. So take them quotes and really just use them. Digest that. And I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Sanai, EXO, we out here. I'll be back at y'all on Friday, man. Have a great, glorious week. Stay focused, stay grinding. Never give up on what you're trying to do, no matter what obstacle or hurdle you run into or any negative or bad energy that you run into. Let that go and just do you and focus on what you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do. There's always going to be negative energy, negative people, negative vibes, hurdles, obstacles. It's life, and it's a part of the journey. Trust the process. Trust your process. Trust yourself, and always have faith. Have a great week. We out.